Sometimes cowboys get accused of exaggeration and not always telling the truth. This poem is about such a cowboy. A cowboy's clock. Do cowboys always tell the truth? I once heard someone say. The tales they tell and the life they lead. Did it really happen just that way? Or do they go and make things up in order to tell a story? And do they sometimes stretch the truth for cowboy fame and glory? Wild horses, bulls, and cows, not to mention bears and lions. The roping wrecks, the mad stampede. Those stories I'm just not buying. I think cowboys graze too much on the green grass of home and spend too much time out in the sun as over the range they roam. Well, I suppose cowboys sometimes do exaggerate on things they've seen and done. They probably didn't always win every horse race that they run, or ride every bucking bronc or spinning, twisting bull, and sleep out in the rain and snow on just a blanket made of wool. Let me tell you about a visit I had with a man named Cowboy Jim. He said as he slept the other night, this dream came to him. In his dream, he said he died and went to the pearly gates. They weren't open, and he didn't know if he was early or maybe late. Pretty soon, St. Peter came, greeted him, and shook his hand. On his head was a diamond crown, on his wrist a golden band. He started in to question Jim about how he led his life. How did he treat his horses, his children, and his wife? Was Jim entirely honest? Did he never tell a lie? You have to answer true, St. Peter said as he looked Jim in the eye. Well, Jim got real nervous as sweat dripped off his nose. His shirt was sopping, wringing wet like a shot from a fire hose. Well, Jim said, sometimes I do story to my wife and kids. I rarely tell my banker the truth, and the preacher don't know all I ever did. We know all about it, was St. Peter's stern reply. We know how seldom you tell the truth and how often you tend to lie. And then Jim said he happened to look up, and there hanging above the wall were millions of clocks with names attached. He couldn't count them all. What's with all the clocks? Jim asked. What does all that mean? The hands have moved around on some, while others are still, it seems. Everybody has a clock, St. Peter said, and went on to explain. The hands move when you tell a lie and are still if you refrain. See on Mother Teresa's clock? The hands have not moved once. On Abe Lincoln's just once or twice, giving speeches from a stump. Over there's a bull rider's clock. The hands have moved a lot. He's never won a single dime at any rodeo or jackpot. Well, do I have a clock? Said Jim. If so, where does it stand? You have a clock, St. Peter said. It's in the office. We use it for a ceiling fan.